YouTube family, what's up? This your boy Ray Mack. Today we're going to do some Southern style pork chop, just like grandma them used to do, y'all. And I'm telling you, it's going to be so good, so full of flavor. And guess what? Let's go, y'all. Let's go ahead and make this here recipe. First things first, I want you to get you some bone-in pork chops, clean them up real good, and take you some salt and season up both sides of these babies. And I want you to take some coarse black pepper, and I want you to add it to your pork chops as well, because this is going to give us some nice flavor, y'all. Then we got some garlic powder. That garlic powder seasoning, I want you to get it and sprinkle on each piece. Along with that, I want you to take some paprika. And when you get this here paprika put up on your meat, I want you to go and start rubbing the meat in, rubbing the seasoning in the meat on both sides. Now, the next thing I want you to do is get you some plain white flour, all-purpose flour, and dredge each piece of these here pieces of pork chop. Take you a skillet, put it on the stove on medium-high heat. I got some of this here garlic olive oil, adding it to the pan. Then I want to take at least around about 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, add this to the pan, and I want to heat it up real nice, y'all, real nice. And then once I got it heated up real nice, I want to take those chops and I want to add it to the skillet. And I want to brown these babies up on both sides. We're not really trying to fully cook these here pork chops. It all depends on how thick your chops are. So these are some nice cuts of meat, and they're pretty much browning up the way that I like it, y'all. Now, once these babies are browned up on both sides, the only thing I want to do is remove these babies from the skillet. Now, I'm telling you something right now. You might want to go ahead and get yourself a piece of bread and some hot sauce, because they look that good, to go ahead and make you a nice pork chop sandwich. But we don't want to do that. We're making some smothered gravy and pork chops. Now, take you an onion, slice it up, and add it to your pan drippings. Along with that, take about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. You could use fresh if you like. Don't come at me because I'm using jarred garlic. It's okay. Now I took at least around about 2 tablespoons of that flour and added it to the pot. And then I want to take me some of this here chicken broth and add the chicken broth to the skillet as well, because we want to make us some nice, hearty, thick gravy for our smothered pork chops. And if you try this recipe, trust me, you're going to love it, y'all. And I'm not joking with you, okay? Now, I want you to go ahead and mix everything together. Get your gravy thick the way that you like it, you know what I mean? So if you have to add more chicken broth, don't be afraid, don't be scared, or whatever the case may be. Just go ahead and add a little bit at a time. Get that consistency that you like. So I got some Italian green seasoning, all right? And I just want to add to this, and I also want to toss in some black pepper. Now, if you need a little bit sodium, all you have to do is taste your gravy and see if you need to add some salt to this. If you have to add salt, go ahead and add it. You know what I'm saying? Let the ancestors guide you. At the same token, throw you in some chicken broth if you know that it's not thin enough for you, whatever the case may be, if you're trying to thin it out. Now I want you to take you some heavy whipping cream. This is going to add a little body to our gravy. It's going to give us that, I'm ready for this kind of type of vibe. You understand what I'm saying? So once you've added some of your heavy whipping cream, go ahead and start adding your pork chops to the pot, to the skillet, and allow your pork chops to cook at least around about for 15 to 20 minutes. It all depends on the thickness of your chops. Now, once your chops are all covered up with this here gravy, serve it up with some mashed potatoes, serve it up with some gravy, get you some black-eyed peas, pinto beans, canty yams, whatever you want to serve these babies up with. But I always keep me some rice on hand, so I'm going to serve it up with some rice. And I'm telling you guys, you got to try this here recipe, because it's easy, simple, plain Jane, and you'll love it. I always say this at the end of every one of my videos: love and not hate. Love somebody and hate nobody. Remember to hit that subscribe button. I love you guys, and comment and give it a thumbs up. Peace.